to our ChangeMaker interview series. In these series, we will have a chat with the most inspiring and influential people in business about leadership, success, and change. They give us their feedback on what they've learned about good leadership, advice on how to become more successful, and they share their stories on how to approach change for better results. Today, we're honored to interview Andrew Federowsky, co-founder of Bartercard. Bartercard recently celebrated its 25th birthday, and in those years, Andrew has shown great leadership in growing Bartercard on a regional, national, and international level, as it has been recognized as the largest trade exchange company in the world. Well done, Andrew. How would you describe success, and when did you feel that you were successful?
Well, that's a really good question, and probably one I could answer for the next few hours, because it changed all the time. When I was in my 20s, I thought success was have a great lifestyle, have a jet ski, be on the beaches of Surfers Paradise. Remember, I'm coming from Germany, cold country, everything is grey and so on. So I was highly successful just getting here. But then you see the people that have got the toys that you want to play with, and then you judge them to be successful because they have got the materialistic things. And I think in the early years, that's when people get success confused with how much someone has got collected. When I turned sort of in my 30s, all of a sudden the things that I was aiming for in my 20s weren't all that important anymore. So it doesn't just turn off like this, but things start changing. Your values start changing. Your life experience changed, and then your definition of success changes. So in my 30s, some of the toys were less important. Meeting new cultures around the world was becoming a little bit more important to me. And not just being a tourist on the street in Bangladesh or something, but actually talking to the locals, finding out what their lifestyle really is, what they're earning, what they're spending, how much is the rent, how much is a meal, how much do they get paid for a month's worth of, polishing shoes, that kind of stuff. So that enriches immensely, and riches then in experience rather than in finance. Then you get into the 40s, and all of a sudden you find yourself start giving stuff away, and that also becomes straightly satisfying. So you go and, of the last, 5 to 10 years, we have given, I don't want to put a number in, but a huge amount of support to various charities, mostly around children in distress, rather than, adults or, of course we do a lot of sponsorship and getting athletes into other countries and so on, and that is all great. But when you can make a difference in something like, our last one was the Hummingbird House, terminally ill children. They got between 1 and 3 months to live, and they want to make a real difference. They don't want to have them in hospital with tubes hanging out. They want to make a real difference in their last few weeks. The parents move in with them, and they want to give them an experience. And contributing to that kind of thing was strangely satisfying. If you would have asked me when I was 20, hey, why would you donate hard-earned money to anybody when you could buy another toy, another something,
It sounds very beautiful.
It's very, so success, if I had to put it in one sentence, is if you achieve that you have set out to do. And if that is, you wanted to knit a jumper because you can't knit, once you actually get to do it, that would be success. If you wanted to build your own garden shed and it doesn't fall apart within a week or after a heavy storm, then that's probably success too. If you wanted to have people that you can trust in your life, and when you have one of those, then that would be success too.